Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I had some footage that was just not clicking right, that I made it full of myself for my intro, like just talking about what my video is going to be about. So I'm just seeing right now that this video is about how to succeed in college, coming from a sophomore in college who's technically and academically a junior, but will be a physical junior next year. So enjoy the video and let's get back into it. One more disclaimer. I know, ignore everything you're questioning right now, but ignore the filter on my face. I just got a new camera, the Sony ZV-1F. Thank you. And I had a skin filter on accident. I didn't know until I uploaded the video, and I'm not making the video all over again. So, bye. So, I wrote on my iPad some tips. Well, you can't see that, but so number one, have an agenda. You have to have an agenda to stay on track, and basically this is the most important thing to do, so you don't be like, oh, that was due. Yeah, especially everyone finds out when something's due right after it was due. Like, you find out the next morning that it was due last night and you had nothing to do last night, you know? So make an agenda. I say, for me, the way I do my agenda is not by like class, not by subjects, but by what's either due first. Yeah, what's due first. And then what I do is I knock down each assignment by determining which one is easiest, because the easiest one that there is, you can knock that out faster because it's so easy. It takes less work. So that's what I do. Period. So I knock down the easiest assignments first and then leave the big ones to, like, you know, and it just helps. It just helps without, you know, getting stressed out and everything. The next one is, I don't recommend doing this, but if you are a person who skips, at least go to class consistently for the first month of class. Like, that way you can get a feel of, oh, do I really need to be there or not? Like, I had several face-to-face classes, but I turned it into a hybrid thing because I knew I didn't really have to be there. Like, just, you have to know yourself and know what you're capable of doing. Do you really need to go to that class? Or like for me, when I skip, I don't really skip. I'm just not going to class, but I'm doing my classwork in my bed. Period. So yeah, that's that. If you're gonna skip class, I recommend do not skip math. Out of all classes, do not skip math, because once you miss one class period in math, you're behind and you have no idea what you're doing, and getting help is not easy, okay? Also, for a math tip, because as a girl who was getting 30s on every pre-cal exam, and then 100 on each calculus exam, if you don't understand something, take time out of your day to go on YouTube and search that, like, that thing, like in math, like integrals. If you don't understand that, search that up and master that, so that by the time you get back into class, you're like, oh, I'm on the same page. You know what I mean? You can go to tutoring, but like tutoring on my campus is not as good as, like, I guess, going on YouTube. The best thing is to have a friend in the class that understands it and they can help you with it, and they're more patient as well. Okay, next thing is to join an academic group chat, club, anything like that. That really helps with getting, if you're like, it just helps with everything, like studying. Some people in their classes, some professors don't give out reviews. Other classes, they get reviews in the same subject. So when you have like group me's or anything like that, people who have the class that gives out the study guide, you can have that and you can study with that. And just other things, networking, all that stuff. So yeah, back to
this bitch that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
What I said about knocking down your assignments. If you do the easy assignments first, it's easier to just cross that out and you're done with that, you know what I mean? So to keep yourself on track for the week, instead of being overwhelmed, being like, oh, you know, I have a lot of stuff, and you can just knock it down and get your anxiety at a lower level. You need to sleep, and you need to have a schedule. An agenda is different from a schedule. An agenda is just a list for what you have to do, like your class. Like for me, my agenda is just assignments. A schedule is just your routine. Like what is your weekly, daily routine? What does that look like? You know, like for me, depending on what time your class starts too, but you just get your day ready. You wake up, do your morning routine, eat breakfast. If you do, I don't do that all the time, but go to class, and then like some people have work, you know, so then you can just also fit in when you want to study, when you want to do an assignment. So like if you have an exam in 2 days, you want to prioritize your schedule to be studying for that exam when you have free time instead of
going out or going to the mall
or stuff like that. So in order to have good sleep, you can't be out late, okay? So the people that like to be out and about, save that for when your assignments are done.
Period.
Your school week should be prioritized on getting those assignments done. So once you cross out that agenda, once that agenda is crossed out and all your assignments are done, then that's when your weekend actually starts. So like I have friends that like my freshman year, my weekend started on Thursdays because my last assignments and classes were on Wednesdays, and I finished all my academic work by Wednesday. So it's up to you to when you want to finish your schoolwork, but your weekend does not start until your schoolwork's done. Just remember that. So you need to have energy and you need to sleep good, and you can't sleep good if you were out till 5 a.m. the night before.
Like, period. Period. Period.
Next thing, don't abuse your freedom. That goes along with being out late. A lot of kids, they come from strict backgrounds and they go to college and then they go crazy because they don't have to ask if they can go anywhere anymore. So don't abuse your freedom, because that can get you in trouble. Just because you're now an independent person and you don't need to ask for permission anymore, don't go crazy. I witnessed a lot of people get in trouble with the police and stuff like that because they just don't care anymore. Like they don't care, you know? So be responsible. I kind of already went over breaking down your week, which when I mean that, I mean for me it's like I have this thing where I is like grind academically and then go crazy. You know what I mean? So I use like the go crazy part of my week as motivation to finish up the grind, you know what I mean? And then you just feel like a fresh of breath air where you don't have to worry about, oh, I still have that assignment due while you're out on Saturday and it's due on Monday, so you only have Sunday to, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Don't be delusional. If you know you're not gonna do it later, do it now.
Period.
That's just the best way to stay on top of your stuff, okay? I recommend having some sort of AirPods, Bluetooth, like any headphones, because you're gonna not have someone to walk with all the time. It's all fun and games when you're chatting and talking with someone on your way to class on campus, but when you have no one to talk to and stuff, it's very awkward. You just hear wind, footsteps, other people. It's very weird. Have music, so you just have yourself in that good mood wherever you're going around campus and stuff like that. Use AI strategically, okay? So don't give your professor a 1,000-word essay that you just plugged into ChatGPT. You need to use ChatGPT to enhance the highest grade you can get, but by still putting your own work in. I use ChatGPT to help format my essays and stuff like that, so I'm hitting every part in the rubric, you know what I mean? But I'm not telling it, I'm not writing whatever it's, you know what I mean? I'm asking for an outline. So use it strategically. A lot of people have got kicked out of college for plagiarism. That's so dumb. Like, if you think you're slick with AI, you're not. There's definitely AI for teachers to catch AI. Like, you're not slick. Use the rec, abuse the gym. Gym memberships cost so much money and you're already paying for the one at your school, so you might as well use it. And most recs are open all day until, like, mine is open till 11 p.m. So like abuse it, use it, like use that membership while you can. Oh yeah, so join like school clubs. I already said this, but join stuff like that because you never know if someone you meet in that club has a lot of interests like you, especially if you are not like, if you don't know a lot of people on campus, join a club. That's the easiest way to make a friend group or anything like that. I luckily went to a college that literally everyone I know already goes to, so I already had a lot of friends and stuff. But if you are coming from like Michigan to like Florida and you don't know anyone, you're gonna have to push yourself out there even if you don't want to. So joining the club is probably the easiest thing in regards to having a social life and stuff like that. If you're overwhelmed with like a lot of like papers and all that stuff, especially with math, because math you have a lot of like, you're just scribbling and stuff. If you're overwhelmed with that, I suggest getting a laptop or a tablet or both. I have both and it's just so easy. A lot of people are typers, but when I type, it's not really going in my head. So I use my iPad and I write notes in that. And it just keeps it all together in one, like there's so much notes in here, like, you know what I mean? So another tip about notes is there's an app called Good Notes, which I use, and you get, I believe, 3 free notebooks, digital notebooks in the app. I think they changed some kind of like subscription or something, but when I downloaded it first, I had 3 free books, and then if I paid like $8 one time, I got unlimited, like I can make as many books as journals as I want. So I have that. Another popular one that's free as well is Notion. A lot of people use Notion, so if you are looking for any software for writing notes, use that. Okay, this is for people that don't have a meal plan. Whenever you buy groceries, make Sunday your grocery day. One, because the rest of the week you're not, like, after Sunday you're not gonna have time to go to the grocery store. I'm telling you right now, you're not gonna have time to go to the grocery store unless you're just doing nothing, like you have time like that. I don't know. One, Sunday's a reset day, you know, everyone's chilling, whatever. Two, if you have fresh produce, that's like, you know, you don't want to get it on Wednesday, you know what I mean? Like, you want to get it for the new week. So yeah, these are for my party people. Be careful at parties because things can go south really fast. I actually would say that frat parties are safer than apartment parties. Apartment parties is where all the, cause like frats, they don't let a lot of guys in, so it's pretty much just a girl like jam out, like literally. Apartment parties, that's where all the boys are, and I mean, in apartment parties, you don't just get normal people. You get the people that, yeah, you just get those, you know what I'm saying? You get those people. So be careful, because there can be, like, anything can happen, you know? Okay, if you don't have a car, find a friend with a car, but don't use them because they have a car, you know what I mean? Like, offer things. Do stuff to balance it out, you know what I mean? A lot of schools also have shuttles and stuff like that. My shuttle, my campus, we have shuttles that go around campus to certain apartments, stuff like that. So, most of the apartments have buses that take you to campus in case you're any freshman that don't have a car and you're worried about that. Not a freshman, sorry, if you're a sophomore, or if you're gonna be a sophomore. Yes. If you're gonna be a sophomore, you're not gonna be living on campus anymore. At least the college I know, most apartments have buses that take you to your campus. And I say find a friend with a car because Ubering is so expensive. It's not even funny. If you were popular in high school, I need you to humble yourself, because if you thought you peaked, that was the end of it. You're a normal person when you get to college, so don't do all that. Drop that ego real quick or someone will drop it for you. I'm just telling you that right now. Period. Know your class versus campus temperatures. I live in Texas, and where my campus is super, super, super hot, especially like in spring. From spring to summer, it's super hot to the point where wearing clothes is a problem. But when I get into my classroom, it's freezing. So really understand that, so it just helps you not be distracted. Like, that's not the main issue of your day. And for my last college tip for this video would be, if go to college or go to a university only if you can afford it. Going to a community college is never a problem. Most likely, if you go to a community college that's in your hometown or something like that, it's gonna end up being free, especially if you apply for FAFSA. Because I go to university and my FAFSA covered my whole tuition, and I only pay for rent. But I won't be paying for rent because I'm getting a scholarship, so I'm getting a full ride. But anyways, go to a university if you can afford it. If you can't afford it, start off in community college and build your way up there. So that is the end of my video. My first video with this new camera. As you guys can see, it's super nice. And like if I come close to it, you can like really see, like, yeah. So I hope you guys like this video. I will be doing a what I wish I knew for college. This was kind of a what I wish I knew, but more like a just tips to help, you know, boom, you know. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.